What's up, nerds? I'm Buddy.
I'm Kiddo.
We're Buddy and Kiddo.
And we haven't seen you for a while.
No, we haven't.
But Happy New Year's.
Mm-hmm. Happy 2019.
Yes.
As you can see, internet, I'm bushy again.
And I'm not.
It goes with the season. It's been pretty cold these last few winter nights. But of course, this is pretty important to me. I wouldn't be wearing a shirt if it didn't mean something. Seriously, my heart goes out to all like the Native people and actually to the Americans.
That was this year, right?
Yes, that was. Okay. It was this year, last year, the year before. Actually, technically, it started back in 2015.
Okay.
Back when Obama was actually still in office.
Okay.
But like seriously, like the government seriously has to come down on like oil and coal lobbyists, stop taking their money, actually start putting sanctions on them. And not only that, you're really crossing like a line between necessary evil and just evil. Like Native Americans literally basically have close to nothing, and you're literally taking that little bit of nothing to make more money. That's pretty finite. Okay, I'm just gonna move off that and just jump straight into like my pop culture topics because I'm much better at that than what I'm trying to explain. You need to talk to somebody who's better at economics than I am. You actually might be better at economics than I am.
I mean, all you were explaining was monopolies and how they shouldn't be, which makes sense.
It's not that they shouldn't be.
Well, not like they
shouldn't be like
they
tolerated.
shouldn't be as big as they are.
Exactly, they shouldn't be absolutely tolerated. Just because you get like $1 billion or whatever like that off their cash, like that's not realistic. I guess I want to say. I mean, technically, China's doing the exact same thing right now, and people aren't talking about that either. Literally, in African nations, like they bought out Somalia's fishing ports. Like I said, like it's just like it's a whole crazy thing. Like once again, you need to talk to an economist. I'm just a nerd. I'm just like I'm just a nerd who wants to be heard.
You didn't talk to an economist. You just need to talk to the right people.
Yeah, an economist.
People who explain it better. Not an economist, because an economist might be able to explain it to a certain point where no one will understand it. Because they know too much. Have to put it in layman's terms.
Okay, there's no red dot
even though we are nerds
on our foreheads, right? I'm gonna say like they might know too much.
I'm saying, like, when you start to know too much about something and you try to explain it to someone, what ends up happening is you flood them with information to the point where what you were trying to explain, you could have explained simpler.
True.
But it ends up making no sense.
Yeah.
Because you've put too much information into it where they would have to study that thing with you to understand.
Which is why I try to use sodas, but like I said, I'm bad at examples, especially right now. Because fireworks are literally popping off like...
Pops.
Like what's called like pop rocks in your mouth or something.
And outside in the sky.
Exactly.
The sky is a big mouth.
And our ears are still our ears.
Okay.
But yeah, for me, like Black Panther is just the overall win.
Black Panther was 2017?
No, it's 2018. It came out in February. It's just this year literally seems so long.
Just check.
You go ahead, you do that. See?
It's 2018 movie, oh my gosh.
Yeah, told you. I was saying, it's 2018 just kind of dragged on.
This thing was long. And especially being a college student when your like years are split up in between years. Like they bridge years together. That like really gets me sometimes too, so I don't know.
It happens. Oh, but another great film that I know kicked ass, but I still didn't see it, was I didn't see the other one I'm about to mention either, but SpiderMan Into the Spider-Verse. Like I
saw Aquaman though.
Everybody, you saw Aquaman?
Yes.
Why didn't you say something?
I didn't see it in theaters.
Oh, how'd you see it?
So after a night of watching Mary Poppins, I was supposed to see Aquaman. Yes, I was supposed to see Aquaman. But what happened was the Aquaman that we wanted to see was sold out. It was at 9:30. It was sold out. So you know what we did instead? Someone randomly blurted out Mary Poppins was coming. Like it was the closest one to like the time that we wanted to see. So we were just like, okay, cool. Mary Poppins.
Return to Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins Returns.
Really? I thought it was Return of.
No,
right?
it's Miss Mary Poppins Returns.
You sure it's not like the Nanny McPhee thing?
No, it's Mary Poppins Returns.
No, that was just Nanny McPhee too, right?
But yeah, so Mary Poppins Returns, and like just like buying the tickets in themselves just like added shock value to me, because I was just like, we really are about to go see Mary Poppins. I wasn't ready to see Mary Poppins.
It's just Mary Poppins.
Not even that. It wasn't that I wasn't ready to see Mary Poppins. It was that I wasn't planning to see Mary Poppins, and yet here I was.
To see Aquaman, right?
Yeah, Aquaman versus is such different
I agree.
And also, I saw Ralph Breaks the Internet. That was fun.
You're
Predictable, but
you're killing me, kid.
Predictable, but fun.
This is what I was. These are movies that I was gonna hit because I didn't see them for the most part.
Oh, I saw them.
Literally, I only saw like Black Panther. That was like the one real movie I saw this year.
I feel like Ralph Breaks the Internet was probably like Ready Player One's like thing where they tried to put as many references as possible.
Well,
but it worked pretty well.
Marvel literally has that, both that and Pixar. Like Pixar's been part of Disney for years, so like of course, like there's just gonna be loaded with references. Right, and LucasArts, forgot, right. So,
but yeah, I think it worked really, really well. So
also mentioning Ready Player One, did that come out this year or 2017?
I believe that came out this year.
Okay.
Ready Player One was a 2018 film, yes.
Great movie in the sense that like it was basically supposed to be like gamer cocaine or gamer crack cocaine, whichever. My point is the fact that it's supposed to be like a big nod to both gamers and just general nerds of all different sorts. And like, you know, I felt really connected to the character Wade Watts in a way, not because he's like an orphan or whatever like that. Just I'm not SpiderMan. Like it's just the fact that like that he was just like an underdog. We all fall in love with an underdog story, right?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, eventually you get tired of them telling the same story because you know it's about to happen. But
yeah, pretty much. But it's just the way that they went about it. I just kind of don't agree with how he got the girl. Just, you know. At first she didn't like him, and then that's, you know, like I like those love-hate things. They get a little too cliche. Ready Player One.
Okay, making sure.
But just getting off of that, Avengers: Infinity War.
I got to see it after I got out of college. That was 3 months after it was out. But yo, that joint, that was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
However, I already had spoilers before I got to the movie, and it was 3 months. You know, of course, I was eventually going to get spoilers, but they were trying so hard with the no spoilers thing. You know, and trying to shut Tom Holland up. It was
like I had like 3 different coworkers at my job that were trying to tell me stuff about it, trying to talk to me about it because they identify me as a nerd. It's the glasses. And they like, you know, it's the glasses, and they know I have a PlayStation 4. And like they just like automatically like wanted to talk Marvel movies with me, and I just like had to wait like 4 months after finally seeing it to be able to say something. And of course by then they were disinterested. I mean, but
some people aren't.
It cut me to the core.
Incredibles 2.
Exactly.
While I was late on that as well, it was still an awesome movie.
I wasn't. That was actually one of the only other movies I wanted to go see in 2018.
Now that I think about it, despite me being late, that joint was 14 years late, so...
It really was. But so was Toy Story 3.
But that was Toy Story 3, though. They already had it, too. Like, we're talking about Incredibles 2.
And now we're going to come out with Toy Story 4.
Incredibles 1.
I saw Venom.
I saw Venom, too.
I didn't go see it. I didn't go. I got to put in these, what's it called? These, I'll say pronouns, verbs, etc. I got to get back on my grammar. I didn't go to see it. I'm not going to explain how I saw it. But it was actually... It was actually pretty good, but it wasn't as good as like you might make it out to be. And once again, it pissed me off because this seemed more like a Sony film, not really a Marvel film.
Well, yeah, because it was in association with Marvel.
Thank you. But then they had the Stan Lee insert that just cut me to my core all over again because of his passing. Excelsior, sir. But still, like, you know, I think I'm actually kind of wondering, like, for Ready Player One, I wonder if that's like a thing. Like, there's just either a comic book world or like a Marvel world of like movies and like characters and stuff.
Stan Lee was also made a parable, dear gosh. Stan Lee also made a cameo. It was between appearance and cameo, and I think I stuck them together, but he also made a cameo in Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I figured that. I had a feeling he'd probably show up, or they would like use his voice or something like that for something.
I feel like we're in a TV talk show here.
We kind of are.
Bohemian Rhapsody and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
I didn't see that. I did see.
You didn't see Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
No, I didn't see.
I thought you were going to go see it without me.
I didn't see it yet. I was going to. I didn't want to see it without you.
Oh, I saw it. Same way I saw Aquaman.
Oh, right.
If you remember.
I really actually wanted to go see Bohemian Rhapsody because
so did I.
I love Queen's music. I don't know all their songs, but like Bicycle, Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You. Like, these are songs that you literally grow up with that, like, you know, that inspire you and stuff and get you rocking, you know. I mean, like, you know, headbang and stuff like that, but it's not as hard as like metal, but it's still fun, you know. Matter of fact, I got "Don't Stop Me Now" on my phone. I take it literally everywhere with me.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm. Of course, how can we even go anywhere without the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool 2? Now,
that was hilarious.
It was just chock full of its own, like, Marvel references. Like, it just, of course, he keeps taking stabs at Wolverine and just the whole X-Men.
Oh yeah, the X-Men was great in that movie. It was great. All right, so you said something about a bandito, which reminded me of Trench, the music from 21 Pilots, which I have to admit was awesome. It's a very interesting story that was being told there, and I really liked it. And then, since I'm on the subject of music, Panic at the Disco, Pray for the Wicked, I liked it, but of course, there's some things that could, it was telling the same story a lot of the time, like over and over again, or maybe some cliched stories, but at the same time, I love the music. The music is fantastic.
Well, now that we're on music, I don't really have a huge insert, but one of the songs that really that took me completely was literally "I Like It Like That" by Cardi B. I forgot the name of her basically the guy that she featured, the rapper. But it was just a whole it was a fun attack of Latin music on me and rap, and not just I was just all up in it the whole time. I'm sorry, as soon as I said something about liking something, you just really got excited. So I guess you just had a thing a flashlight, a light bulb go off in your head. So what are you thinking?
See, the worst part was for 5 seconds I forgot what it was, but The Greatest Showman was not a 2018 movie, but I got to see it this year, and oh my gosh, it was fantastic.
Was
music.
2017?
It was amazing. I think it was 2017, but I loved it so much that I wanted to be in that musical, in that actual stage musical. And then they said they were coming out with it on Broadway, they were gonna try and figure that whole thing out, and I'm just yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it, but I felt the same way about Les Mis, even though I know ultimately the story is just kind of weird.
And I so want to be the main character, but I'm not sure if that's possible, but I want it so bad.
Technically the story, I
downloaded the whole album. Alright, so I downloaded whatchamacallit, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which by the way, Odyssey looks awesome. But yeah,
and Origins.
Yes, but I downloaded Assassin's Creed Black Flag for $7.99 on Steam. It was a Steam sale. But you want to know what pissed me off? A couple of days later, Google came out with a way to play it for free. That pissed me off. That really pissed me off.
Play it or
play it.
Now I mean you could download it and keep it.
No, you had to play it on Google experiment thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
But regardless, it pissed me off because I was I just paid for this game, and you're telling me that people are now playing it for free. Mm-hmm. Not only that, I think it wasn't on Xbox Gold, but still, it was just I was pissed. Mm-hmm. I was peeved. Anyway, go ahead. Video games.
Especially.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. And once again,
I never played it.
I have Spider-Man.
I apologize.
It was awesome.
It's my turn.
But it probably could have done with some fixing in the writing portion. That's my only thing. Leading up to eventually where you fight Doc Ock. Even though he's a friend and mentor to you earlier on. Well, not you to Peter Parker. The split between Peter and then Mary Jane and then Miles Morales, though, that did kind of bother me a bit. But getting off that,
where did come out?
And since I mentioned, that's where I was going with it, since you kept saying indeed.
Indeed.
The actor, exactly, the actor who voices him, Christopher Johnson. I remember now, Christopher Judge. That's his name. I love the series Stargate SG1. That's where he has the most recognition for me. It was a sci-fi series based off the movie Stargate. That came out the 80s. And in that game, he plays, of course, he revives the character of Kratos from the end of God of War 3. And this time he's old and grizzled, and he has another kid that he's trying to love because one, it's a boy, and second, boy. And he just never lets him forget that.
He literally just calls him nothing but boy. I did get to play it though, and I was pretty good at it, and then I stopped. So I'm pretty sure I forgot how to play that game entirely.
It's a great game. It's not that difficult.
It's a good game.
It's actually the fact that they take out jumping in the game that literally makes it a little easier in a sense, because in the older God of War games, jumping was essential to just traveling around. Once again, on God of War, I did love how eventually him, Kratos and Atreus, his son's other name besides boy.
I thought his name was Atreus.
Atreus. Well, it could be pronounced either way.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I mean how they did grow closer as a father and son duo, and like I was kind of hoping that the kid would get like a cooler weapon, but I just love the fact that he was just out there with his mom's bow, like just Legolas awesome. And people, and like
at the same time he got in my way so much.
He really did, and I was looking forward to him getting like another power though, besides just like lightning and light. That's it. Like I was hoping he might get like fire or darkness or something like that. That would have been pretty cool to see. And at Kratos we get like another weapon too. Getting off that, let's see what else is a top charter.
Chopped.
I know. The main thing I've been hearing about that everybody wants to play, I think is literally only getting released around now or like a little bit later on, maybe in the month for 2019. Is Jump Force, and I really want to play that. I really want to get into it, especially since I grew up not only watching but reading Shonen Jumps, like manga and their magazine that they recommended, that they previewed. Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, Yu-Gi-Oh, Death Note, just all of them, it's all up in here. And now I get to make them fight each other. You don't know how fun that's going to be when I finally buy it.
All right, so a way out. While I was hoping to play the game, because what I usually do is when I want to play a game, I usually watch the first parter of someone else's Let's Play or whatever. Mm-hmm. Marks. But yeah, I watched the first part.
How do you gurgle a Jack, but you just say Mark? You just you kind of blurt out Mark. Sorry.
Mark. But yeah, so focus.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, so I want to play the game. I still haven't seen the rest of it, and hope to play it. And if I don't, then I'll watch the rest of it at some other point in time. Donut County as well. Interesting game. It's like you literally just have a hole that you've made. It's almost like a black hole, but it's in the ground. And basically you're just you're swallowing up the whole town. And each time you eat something, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
What was that other game? This sounds like that.
It has a whole story to it, but I have no idea what that story is.
Another game actually I really wanted to play. Beat Saber. After probably seeing us play Michael Jackson The Experience and Fantasia, we really get into games like that.
And Just Dance.
Mm-hmm. And Just Dance, where you have to match the beat or sing the song or like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, it brings people together. Mm-hmm. But it's also just cool that
music, of course.
It's cool whenever you play Guitar Hero or something like that, and you have instruments and you try to match the what's it called, I must say lyrics, the tones and music notes that hit the screen.
It's literally bringing two things together. It's bringing Star Wars and music together.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Literally just what it is.
Exactly. Now you get to cut playing the notes like a Sith Lord. Mm-hmm. Alright, one of the songs I would actually love to play is actually the Sephiroth theme from Final Fantasy, and I know that'll probably kill me. I know it's gonna start really easy, dun 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 dun.
Seeing
it's gonna get big. And I'm gonna miss all of them.
Seeing people play the songs on that game and just seeing even on easy how hard it is. It's just some coordination is needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we really ever played with the true VR.
No.
One where you can actually see yourself moving around in it. We've never got to.
No, we never been. No, we're gonna have to get a couple of. We want a lottery or something. Yeah. Another game I really actually want to play.
Videos first.
Another game I really wanted to play, but I know if I did, I'd probably get bored with it. Unfortunately, even though it is amazing, Subnautica. And I will admit, I fell in love with watching Markiplier play it on YouTube, and it's just
so many.
It's so
parts.
Beautiful. It's so full of literally of depth. And you're literally traveling literally basically an entirely aquatic world, and you're basically gathering the essentials, the parts, the resources that you need to try to get out of there and get home. But you're also discovering things not just from the crash, but for I think maybe colonists who came to that planet before their ship, the Aurora, splashed down onto the planet's surface. Apparently you're the only survivor. That's something that actually confuses me. Maybe this is all a dream or something like that, because you're the only survivor. It's a colony ship. chances are there at least have to be like 15, 20 different people or something like that still alive on a ship that most likely held thousands, if not millions of people. Well, not, okay, maybe not millions, but like thousands of people on it, and you're the only survivor, and you're just some random crewman, you know? Like, I don't know, I take a bit of umbrage with that, just a little bit.
We've been talking about a lot of stuff.
Yes, we have.
Let's talk about channel stuff real quick.
Okay.
If you want to.
Let's do
Any
that.
highlights from that? Besides the fact that
From our channel?
barely uploaded anything at all.
How many?
Besides the fact that we were at year 2 and I did upload.
We've gone up to 36 subscribers.
We are at 39 currently.
39 subscribers. Thank you,
So possibility
every one of you.
that we actually did get 10 more for when I thought about that New Year's resolution last year. Or did I say that last year? Because that review is missing. Except it's not missing. I know exactly where it is. We just never see it. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't be helped. I mean, but
and also I branched off and made my own channel, which I still don't know what I'm doing with that just yet, because I've also not uploaded anything for that channel.
I kind of feel like I probably should have done something like that too. Not branch off, I made my own channel, but just
I mean, it's not
inserts on our channel.
It's not entirely a branch off, even though it sort of is. But you've seen the stuff that I put on that channel before. I even put it in the channel trailer that these are things that I've done before. It's the acapella videos, and even though I did change the style of that for one song, "Wake Me Up When September Ends."
I still didn't do that one song.
And maybe like a few other things. Would you like to look back on the channel so you can see what we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do like a quick rewind. Did we play what's it called this year?
What?
Cuphead. Was that this year?
That was this year.
That was this year?
No, that was actually last year, but I'll upload it. I'm kidding. Not entirely sure.
I don't remember, but I'll be damned if it wasn't visually appealing. Like,
of course it was.
It was hard as balls. I mean, like, you know, but it was still, once again, very, like, you know, very visually appealing. Like, it makes me want to go back and play it, even though I know I'm gonna get my ass kicked. So.
Of course. All right. So I think we started off with Demons and Tanks, the Loot Crate unboxing, and yeah, it even says it, channel trailer 2018. Well, actually, we started out with Dominope. But yeah, so you know, the Loot Crate unboxing, and that one I was just dying. Not the Loot Crate unboxing, but the last one standing, because that's the thumbnail, obviously. And I was an accident too, the first odds and ends thing.
Yeah, part of me kind of regrets that.
What, I was an accident too?
No, that was hilarious. No, it's the fact that I went into too much detail, and like just the fact that, like, you know, that they just really threw in there, like, you know, like the little girl's like an unwanted kid in Pop-Up Girls.
Oh, it wasn't that she was an unwanted kid, it was that she wasn't planned for at all. She was an accident.
No, I'm saying, like, her parents love her and all. I'm saying, like, you know, when you get basically called an accident, like, you, like, well,
because someone had said
mommy and daddy didn't want kids, but you happened anyway, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, that's kind of what it kind of sounds like.
So, yeah, Cuphead, the first Cuphead, and I did not upload any other Cupheads because Cuphead had Cuphead. Because Cuphead was, like, it was hard to edit, not because of, you know, it doing a thing, even though it did freeze at some point.
Several times.
And stop. But, it was that.
Through no fault of ours.
It was long. We didn't have enough time to, like, do things on a linear basis, so there was like 3 videos of it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work.
So at some point I actually think you said I'm gonna die editing this video.
Yeah, probably did.
While that was dramatic, I didn't contradict you because it's like I knew what you meant when you said die, so I just let it go.
I mean, I still have all the pieces, and if you guys really do want to see it, I will upload it.
As many as you can.
As many as I can. We went all the way until Inkwell Isle 2, so we made it that far. It took us a lot of work and a lot of deaths, 180 deaths specifically.
It felt like more.
But yeah, like when we finally made it to Inkwell Isle, that was what it said. It said 180 deaths, which shocked me because even though we probably should have died more, most people made it to that part not dying that much. So
not dying at all.
It shocked me. That was dang, first try. All right, cool. Who are you? Anyway, so we did upload Cuphead at least that you know time. And then of course we have the whole like 2 years on YouTube thing. We talked about that and how, you know, Kiddo's Corner was a thing. And then for the last 4 videos that we uploaded, we have the lovely April Fool's Easter Good Morning, where I ate a peep and made a joke. We have Have you not seen that video?
No, I've seen the video. It's just like the fact you just categorize it like that.
Ate a
Like,
peep. Made a joke.
was the peep the joke, or was eating it the joke?
Both? No, it was just the peep. The peep was the joke.
It's like a weird observation, something like you know, like you ate, like it's supposed to be like some sort of avant-garde thing or something like that, like
Eat the peep.
like a French drama or something like that. But it's supposed to be like a psychological thing, like you ate the peep or something like that, and then a baby chick or something like that popped out of your mouth.
That was like magic.
I know, bro. I'm saying like, you know, and then you look at it as peep, like but you say like a question, like is this a peep or is it? And then you just keep going on, like, you know, there's just a random person like the Easter Bunny costume, just throwing eggs at you, and he's like, you know, Happy Easter, like.
There you go.
Like this is just like a whole. This is what goes on in my head.
But I feel like I need this to happen now. I can see the whole thing. I just need it to happen now.
I'm not gonna go visit you in college just to make this happen. This is scary.
It's very scary. I like it though.
So like it terrorizing you, like instead of hopping out of water drains and all that, he's over here tossing eggs at you or something.
And then of course after that same exact day, because I put that up at like 7:30 in the morning, I let the schedule thing go off. That's because it took me the entire day to make those 2 videos. Mm-hmm. So I was up late at night already at like 4:30 and was like, okay, we can release this video at 7:30. I set the schedule for that one. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we can release this video at like 1 or maybe 12 o'clock.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff went down this year. I won't say anything political,
but a lot.
Not like between politics, but I will say that this has been a year really to once again reevaluate the human condition and how we treat each other.
Indeed.
And while I will seriously with the indeeds.
I'm sorry.
While I do have a problem with like a lot of
the
bad things that everybody still knows are bad that happen in the world, I also have a what's called a revelation, knowing that some of those bad things do come with a good reason. Saying like, you know, if you tell someone that they can't come in, like, you know, through like a certain door, you tell them that they can't come in through that door for a good reason, but there's still other doors available to them that they can use, you know, like I understand that. But if you're literally just basing that on for like one stupid reason, like I don't know, you don't like the color of their shoes or something like that, so they can't walk through your one door, then that's my big like pet peeve that I'll just not be able to let go. That's all I'm gonna say. Like you can translate that into however you want. I mean, but my overall for like 2018, this has been a kind of up and down sort of year, I guess.
I agree with that.
I mean, like, you know, I feel like every year is like sort of like that, but like last couple years,
we're just straight down. I mean, they weren't straight down. They just had a long drop, and then it went back up just a little bit, and then we're back down.
It's like every time you win, like let's say like, you know, there's a whole 2 steps forward, 3 steps back sort of thing. Like every time you get up at a certain length, you start dropping down like that much further. The next time something or someone decides like to, I don't know, I'm gonna say roll the dice or something like that. But once again, try to use must say epiphanies.
Gaming analogies.
Trying to use analogies and stuff. Like somebody else,
for
like
example,
walks
no
at the back.
Analogies.
Yeah, I mean, but
analogies and adages.
I mean, when like, you know, whenever like you think that you have the ultimate answer, sometimes you don't understand as much as you think that you do. I know I'm for certain, and I'm always like that. Like I don't think I have everything 100%.
I don't know.
Which is one of my resolutions for basically this year, to like not like try to talk up my game. Like if I think I have all the information, even I'm gonna step back and go like, well, I admit I'm only about 70% right. I'm like, that's 70.6%. That's still more than how much you got, which is more like 42%. Okay, just saying. You know, I'm saying like, I'm pretty sure you're only 42%. You're just saying that you're right because you're mad at me, like, you know, something like that. Like I'm just gonna point out the statistics to people. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't like she apparently does that all the time.
I do it a lot.
It's literally written all over this space right here as soon as I started throwing out numbers.
But nowadays, the resolution is that I give myself more credit. Give myself the credit I deserve.
That's one of mine as well. One of my other ones. I gotta not talk myself down to, because I do have depression. But I'm like, you know, one of the things, and it is sort of lame, but like you have to literally like what's it called? Be positive towards yourself. Gotta like look at yourself in the mirror and
It's hard.
throw a positive affirmation saying, God, it sickens me just talking about it. I mean, but like it's supposed to be therapeutic. It's supposed to help. I want to do some other therapeutic stuff. I want to go to one of those. Look around. You know what that was.
Do what? There's a lot of crazy sounds going on today. Okay.
I want to go to one of those.
I'm still trying to figure out
what is it
the
like
heck
that?
caused that blackout. On the mission, you failed. You have to do it again. So I feel like that would work. Did we do something?
No. I think that's a blackout or a brownout. Judging by how the lights actually just dimmed
Flickered?
down. Yeah, I think it's a brownout. Like I forgot what that was. What the thing is. It's like a gun range, but instead of like guns, you like throw plates. Like I want to do something like that.
Oh, the whole breaking thing. Like it's not even just plates. Like they straight up allow you to destroy TVs if you give them enough money to do so.
Exactly. I don't think I'm gonna put out like $1,000 to break my new like Toshiba TV or something like that.
No. I at least put out $100 to break like $50 to break an old school TV. Just to drop it, because there are so many TVs where I've tried to show my strength and like trying not to drop that bad boy with like the 2 hooks on the back, the 2 handles on the back. Just for once, I just want to drop it.
But then your hands get like all clammy and sweaty.
Oh yeah, it get bad. It gets really bad.
I mean, it doesn't
try so hard.
That doesn't happen to normal people.
It got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. That TV is in the basement, I promise.
All right, like we've already run too long into this.
We're at 2 hours. My bad. We're basically at 2 hours. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our game. There's a lot to cut out here.
This is probably gonna have to be a 2-video thing.
I don't know. We'll see what. No, we'll do that.
Part
So now
one,
the games.
part 2. Yeah.
The games will be part 2. Yeah. All right.